think I set it up. Since I set it up, I have the option to record. So I'm recording now. Send it off to Michael when he wakes up in China.
Awesome.
So I haven't actually looked at it much today, but how's the game going?
I just looked at it at day like 95, and I think we're in a really sweet spot, to be honest. We're just slowly, rank is increasing slowly, which I think is great, like steady.
And we're still in 2, and our lead times are still low, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like our average arrivals are like 4.3, and our average departures are 4.28. So I think as far as like the overall system, we're in a good spot.
That's perfect. And I saw the utilization was starting to go up in 1, and you purchased the 1 machine there, right? The one thing you did.
Yeah. And at day 95, station 3 was our bottleneck at like 52% utilization, which I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
And station 1 is 48 still. Okay.
Perfect. So that's the current status.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing if 3 is our next bottleneck, well, that's probably where we would need to purchase next, or eventually. But at 52, maybe not for a while.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that we've like doubled in arrivals since we started the game. So I think when we started, we were averaging like 2.5 jobs. So I anticipate that we're going to double in the next 50 days if we're seeing like a steady incline in arrivals until day 140-ish.
That will be, do you know what day of the week that is? 140 will be?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay. Yeah, if we're just going to go up, because he did say it's linear. So if we're just doubling every 2 days,
mm-hmm.
then we'll probably double by the time we start declining again, right? Mm-hmm. Sounds about right. So, I don't think there's going to be a ton of changes that I want to make. My goal, I guess, what I wanted to talk about was what our goal was, but I think we kind of already solidified that. Get the contract 2.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that we're maximizing our revenue, and then just making sure that we were on top of our capacity for our system, right?
Right.
And then right up front, we set up the batch sizes to reduce the variability. Since there is variability in the arrivals, you don't want to have a lot size or a batch size of 1, right? So to reduce that variability, we batched slightly. And I think, like you said, we're in a sweet spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. I don't think there's really I think we just keep monitoring, and if something comes up and we feel like a change is necessary, we can make one. I'll be honest, I don't think we really need to buy any more machines for the rest of the game.
If that's the case, if that's the case and we don't, not at all. If we can get
just like, if we want to mess with lot size, like if we want to reduce that again and push our throughput, then maybe we will. But I think if we want to sit where we're at, if we're currently sitting at like 50% utilization and our arrivals are going to increase another 50%, I mean, we're going to just kind of be coasting. Our utilization will increase to that extent as well, but it won't be undoable unless.
So the amount of arrivals is set for everybody, right? Like we can't increase the arrivals, right? So the only thing we can decrease is the time through the system, which is what we could do. But since we're already basically maximizing our revenue, I don't see, like you said, I don't see a need to buy any more or change the lot size, I guess is what I was saying. If we're already hitting that, I bet we could move lot size up even more and then build more capacity, but then that costs more.
Right.
So keep going like we are.
That's what I think, but there could be something I'm missing or an unforeseen thing that comes up that
nothing crazy was in his notes of how the game was set up, so I'm hoping no curveballs. The cost thing was different than all the practice games that we played. That was weird that you have to have like 72,000 or you have to pay for the stuff. Because Chandler, you saw it when I was doing that practice game, like right when we reached 100,000, I was like, click, boom, purchased the tool as soon as I could, and I got like $8 million plus
Yeah.
in that practice game in an hour.
Even that one, like once you got it set up, you just didn't really touch it. You were just buying machines.
Exactly. I bought a machine in 1, I bought a machine in 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. It was just this because the bottleneck was at 2, and I just kept purchasing machines, and then right when utilization like maxed out or the demands slowed, I just sat and then hands off until the end of the game, and then and I don't know what my final standing was, but we did pretty good. So like we might already be in that state where we don't even need more machines.
Yeah. Oh, and I think as we like start declining, we should start selling off some of those machines.
Exactly.
Yeah, and none of the practice games had the decline, right?
No, none of the practice games. Not the first one, because the first one and all the other small ones that he did up were the exact same. Besides the first one, didn't have the whip limit.
Yeah.
But, so there wasn't a decline, but there is a retirement price that we can get. So right when we start declining, we just got to keep an eye on that and then sell off tools. Exactly.
Yeah.
Get more money.
Oh yeah.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Can one of you guys send the chat? I don't know if my internet has been really struggling. Can one of you guys send the link to the Littlefield game? I can't get into it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like if you try to go to like your history and find where you've logged in the past, there's like a million other things. I have it. I have it bookmarked because I was getting mad about it.
I know. I had to keep going to that silly email that Michael sent us with the.
Exactly. Yeah, I went back into our conversation on current.
Yeah, I went to like all the announcements, like even from the teacher, and like nothing's working.
Let me hold the chat. Try that.
Dope. I'll bookmark that.
Because if that works, just go to that every single time.
Okay.
And I've had pretty good success doing it on my phone too.
Really?
Yeah, that's when Mallory and me like jumped on it at first. I had pretty good success just checking it on my phone. And if you're just checking it, the only bad part is it didn't remember the password, so I had to like type in the password every time I wanted to make a change. And at the very beginning, I made quite a few changes, right? The batching and then the purchases later. But yeah, that link should work for you.
Cool. Yeah, that worked. Thank you.
The other thing we want to talk about was the assignment. So actually, this what we have to submit. So I haven't used Google Slides ever actually. I'm guessing they're pretty easy, and it's just in the cloud document that's pretty much basically like PowerPoint, right?
Yeah, I've never used the slides, but I've used Google Docs a bunch throughout the program with Teams. So I imagine it's going to be super easy. I don't have Microsoft, I don't use Microsoft products really. But if that's easier for everybody, I can figure that out too.
Well, the Google ones are free and available to everyone no matter what, right? So they're basically the same.
If you guys want to send me, I don't think I have anybody's emails, but if you want to send them to me, and I'll get that going and share it with everybody. Okay.
You have one created, and he kind of gave us an outline, right, of what he wanted. He wanted to use that A3. I know he's talked about that, and it was in the coursework a little bit, but I've never actually seen one. Is that just slides that address those topics that he labeled out?
I think so. I'll have to go back and look. I didn't really realize we needed to turn in anything. So I'll go back and look through and get a good outline for us, and then we can just kind of brainstorm about the best way to present it.
Okay. That works, and we can do you know when it's due? Is it due when it ends? I'll look right now. I have it up, I think.
No, when I saw his announcement about it, I was like, oh shoot, it's a good thing he announced that because I didn't know.
Module. It's due July 5th. So Littlefield assignment one. So let's do next Friday, and this game will end this. So we'll have a whole week to put that together after the game.
Cool.
if I understand it right. It's July 5th. But that week is not awesome anyways. But to do work. But that should be plenty of time to throw something together.
Totally. And we play this game again, right? We have like another round and another assignment. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm guessing he'll make it tougher.
Yeah, different.
Something. Yeah, yesterday after I handed it off to you, the stress level or not having to worry about it came down. So I started researching into because this is used all over a lot of programs. Mm-hmm. And so people have built spreadsheets that figure out the exact amount of machines and when to use them. And so I was like, the next time around, maybe I could get something set up. But if he makes it a little bit more interesting. But I don't know. Is there anything else you guys wanted to go over? I'll send you my email just through the WeChat. I'll shoot it to you there.
Perfect.
It's easy.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. I think we're good. I think I'll let Michael go ahead and manage, I guess, while we're all sleeping here.
Yeah, just tell him, hey, manage it overnight.
Yeah.
So, nothing's really going to change though, right? He'll just make sure.
Yeah, he'll just he'll just monitor it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like you said, if somehow we see a lot of variation in the arrivals and then 3 somehow becomes 1, maybe you bump it up just to make sure that we're still maximizing our revenue. But other than that, I would say coast and then start selling off machines once we get there.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good strategy.
Yeah, sounds good.
Do we have I know you put in that those shifts basically, Mallory, you kind of split them out.
Yes, I did. Yep.
So you're going to be done today, and then we'll just let Michael run through the night since he's the only one awake.
I think that works, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Whoever can fill in, just based off. I just didn't want unrealistic expectations, right? I was like, oh no, what if Adam's super busy and we're just own it for a couple days, Adam. So yeah, I think we can just play it by ear.
Friday night. I was like, I'll jump on, we'll figure it out. And then I got so busy, and then I woke up the next day and I'm like, oh no, I was supposed to own it.
I felt so bad. I was like, no. The worst time for me, juggling my kids. And I was like, oh shoot.
And I totally spaced that we pushed the game back. So I didn't even have my radar when out of town. I get back to text. I'm like, oh crap. I
think we're in a pretty good position.
Yeah.
Looking at some people, they were the same money as the do nothing team for I think I checked this morning, and there were some teams that still had the same amount of cash as the do nothing team. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, there was 3 or 4.
Yeah, I feel like this game is mostly just the setup, and it was just the practice ones. You basically buy machines till you need them, and then you're just done. It's not a lot of work. It's just monitoring it.
And I think that's why he was saying you guys don't need to be on it that much, and check on it every 6 hours ish.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that utilizations aren't going crazy. But okay, well, I'm available to check on it anytime, basically.
Yeah, and I can watch whenever too. I'll probably just hop on every day, honestly, and just make sure.
Yeah, I think from here on out, if we all just kind of just jump on there randomly, just update each other, if we notice anything weird.
Yeah, just send it if we change anything.
Exactly, and then just maybe check it before the night. Maybe we can kind of pull them together. If there's anything that we all want to do, just have Michael watch it and manage it overnight.
Yeah, work out nice. He's 14 hours behind.
Yeah. If he's still that way on the next time around and it gets harder, that's a bonus.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for meeting.
Yep. See you guys.
Have a good rest of your Sunday. Bye.
Later.